Hi, I'm David and welcome to another video, and today we're taking a look at our Endurance 50k size 1 digital safe. So this being the size 1, it's the smallest in a family of 3 sizes, so there's 2 larger sizes available. So this range of safe is the second most common insurance requirement. Often we receive the inquiries where the insurance company is asking for what they call a 5k cash rated safe, and that's what we're looking at here, the smallest of the 3. So it's for insurance purposes, its rating is 5,000 cash or 10 times that in valuables, which is 50,000 in your valuables. So let's take a quick look at the external dimensions. The height of this safe is 287 millimeters, and the width is 435 millimeters, and the depth is 327 millimeters. And we'll have a look at the internal measurements shortly. And the safe weighs in at 48 kilos. So the safe is fitted with a high security digital lock that uses a 6-digit PIN code. From factory it's just set on 6 zeros, but you'd set your own unique code. Then we press enter, you hear that little noise, it says okay. Now we can turn the knob and open the safe. We'll talk more about the opening of the safe in a second. Internally, the height is 245 millimeters, the width is 395 millimeters, and the depth is 257 millimeters. The internal storage capacity is 25 litres, measured like a fish tank. If you think about a rectangular object, it's measured like a fish tank, and it's 25 litres. So the construction of the safe is very robust with this 10mm steel door. You have a double walled outer layer and inner layer with a thermal insulation in between. You've got fixing holes in the base and also fixing holes in the rear. I've just dropped the shelf out of the way so you can see the rear fixing holes. So it's 4 fixings across 2 planes, which enables our installers to bolt this into your home or business very, very robustly, which is very, very important. The vulnerable parts of the locking mechanism are all protected with a anti-drill plate, magnesium. These are the bolts that you can see, 3 on the side, 1 on the top, 1 on the bottom, and a full height rebaited hinge. That's the reset button for resetting your code. The batteries live in this little door here. Just on the subject of batteries, if the batteries start to go low as you operate the safe, you'll get this little indicator to tell you that the battery is needing changing. We use industrial cells. We recommend that you change them every 12 months. But what happens if the batteries go flat? Well, this safe has a key lock, and this is an emergency key lock, and it uses these 2 high security double bitted safe keys, and you can open the safe even with completely flat batteries. You can open the safe, as I'll do now. So I've popped the key in, we're just going to turn the key, that's opened the lock, still need to turn the knob, and we're in. And that had nothing to do with any electrical function of the keypad, purely opened mechanically, which is a rare thing, especially on this type of safe, and a very, very good feature. And we recommend that you separate the 2 keys and you keep them somewhere else, preferably at another geographical location, maybe at work or with a trusted relative, something like that, so that you've got them if you need them. Just in case the battery should go flat at a vital moment when you've got your passport inside and you're planning a trip. I'm recording this during lockdown 2, so it's hard to imagine a trip, but let's say in the future, hopefully, that's what you're planning and you need to get your passport out. Well, as long as you've changed your batteries, you won't have a problem. Otherwise, if the battery's gone flat, you can go and grab the key and open the safe. It's a very secure safe. The safe door, I mentioned earlier, you've got that 10mm plate. It's all cut from one piece of 10mm steel, and that's cut with a laser, a roboticized laser. Otherwise, you'll never get that particular shape and quality of cut. And what that means is the gap between the door here and the frame at any point is very, very small, just about sort of a fingernail thickness, and it prevents anyone trying to drive any chisels or screwdrivers or anything and try and hammer in there and prise the safe open, which they would be unsuccessful even if they could. So that makes a much more secure safe than a safe door that's just simply pressed out of a piece of thin steel. But while we're on the subject, and if I've managed to hold your attention this long, thanks for sticking with me. I've gone and retrieved this object from a customer's house that we removed. They didn't want anymore because we fitted a safe for them. These things are marketed as safe. You'll find them on websites and in shops, and they'll say this is a safe, and it will come in various guises, but it will look roughly like this. And one of the dead giveaways is that all this is plastic, and you've got this tubular emergency key lock system normally in the middle. Sometimes there's a panel covering it like this that goes over there. That's the sort of dead giveaway that you've got one of these, and these shouldn't be called safes. In my opinion, and the industry's opinion, these aren't safes. And if you've got one of these in your home, you haven't got a safe. This is the important thing. And if you've got any valuables inside a thing like this, this can be opened in 20 seconds by anyone. The method, what we call the exploit to open it, is all over the internet, and it really is just junk. If we make a direct comparison, we'll have a look at the door of the Endurance, and then let's have a look at the door of this thing. You can see it's just tin plates. This is just a piece of rubbish, and I implore you, even if you don't buy a proper safe, that you take your valuables out of this thing and hide them, in various places in your home or business, because if a burglar finds this, it's going to be opened and your valuables are going to be gone. So what can we fit inside this Endurance 50K size 1 digital safe? Well, I use this Coke can initially, as it's an object that people are familiar with generally. It's a 330 milliliter standard size soft drink can. Other brands are available, and I just tend to put that in the safe so that you can kind of just get a visual comparison of how big it is. And if I slide that all the way to the back, then you can see it's quite roomy, this safe. Even for the size 1, there's a fair bit of room inside. Take the Coke can away now and have a look at a luxury watch box to give you an idea, and we'll pop that in there in the back, and you'd get several of those in there, even on that base shelf there, likewise on the actual shelf itself. A4 documents, no problem whatsoever. Folders wise, a standard A4 folder is going to be fine in there, several of them. That's a foolscap folder, it's not going to clear the door, so we'll remove that from the equation, and as you can see, the door shuts just fine with an A4 folder in there. So hopefully you're going to buy a safe from us, and we're going to come and install it for you. So during the checkout process, if you are doing that, and thank you if you are, there's a number of accessories that you can purchase. So the first one is a automatic light, battery operated, 3 AAA cells, and it's got a little movement sensor, and that pops onto the underside of the top of the safe, and as you open the safe, the light comes on, illuminates the contents. Very useful for dark cupboards or wardrobes, things like that, so you can see what's going on in there. Then we have this, which is a flame retardant wallet, so you can put your A4 documents and bits and pieces in there for extra fire protection. We have a carpet base if you want a carpet in the bottom of your safe. As you see, they don't come with one. If you want one, then that's an optional extra. This is a pair of Faraday pouches for putting car keys in. Key cloning, theft of cars is very, very common now. You put your keys in here, and the people with the dodgy equipment can't pick up the signal in the house to take your car away. And finally, we have this dehumidifier box, which you can put inside the safe. It's reusable. You can dry it out on a radiator, absorbs moisture, protects things from condensation, because you can get condensation form inside a big steel box like that. Also useful for keeping firearms dry as well, and these are all recommended accessories for your safe that are available at checkout. So we are London and Home County Safes on londonsafes.co.uk. We supply and install these safes It's free delivery and it's free professional certified installation. We issue a certificate that you can show to your insurance company. It's like a method statement to show exactly how we installed the safe in your property. We cover this area, so all the areas that you see there, all the home counties and more actually. It's roughly sort of 80-90 mile radius from our headquarters, which is in Hatfield, Hertfordshire. And we'll answer any questions that you've got. If you're concerned about where the safe can go and how we're going to install it and things like that, just give us a call, get in touch, or chat with us on the website. We have an online chat and we have a WhatsApp as well, which you can engage with us. We'll answer all your questions. We're very friendly. We're very happy to help. We know you don't buy a safe every day, so we're here to answer any questions. When we install the safe, we arrive in an unmarked van, so your neighbours and onlookers won't know that you're having a safe installed. Sometimes we use a disguised van as well, so they'll have absolutely no idea what's happening, unlike our competitors, who will subcontract generally to the first locksmith they find on the internet and ask them if they'll fit your safe. It's best to avoid situations like that. You really want a professional, vetted employee to install the safe for you, from a professional safe company like us. We're not internet entrepreneurs. We're just guys that have always installed and serviced safes and now have a website and have for many years. So in summary, this is the Endurance 50k size 1 digital safe, 5k cash rated safe, 50,000 for your valuables. Available from London and home county safes on londonsafes.co.uk. Thanks very much for watching. Please watch another video. Please like and subscribe. Apparently it helps with something called an algorithm, which makes my videos go higher. I really would appreciate it if you do it. Thanks very much and bye-bye.
Free delivery and free installation. Your safe will be delivered and professionally installed by one of our own vetted employees who will arrive in an unmarked vehicle. Get in touch online or call us on 0800 711 7892.